I got a package right here from Gabriella Plants. Hey everybody, amateur planter here. My name is Matt, and I have a package. Like I said, from Gabriella Plants, a online retailer that I have never heard of before, and I'm excited to see what we have in this box. I do have an idea. I kind of forgot what I ordered. I order a lot of packages actually, but I just came home from work, hence the attire, and I saw this on my doorstep, so I thought, why not? Let's set up the camera and see what we got. So let's go and move on over to the bench and open it up. All right, made a little coffee there. Nice little afternoon coffee. So before we open this up, let me just tell you that Gabriella Plants, I ordered this, I think, on the 13th, and it's now the 21st. So that was 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. This many. 8 days. So it's 8 days later since I placed the order. However, they didn't tell me when it was shipped out. So I don't know exactly how long this spent in the mail. But they do say on their website, I think it's like a 3 to 7 business day turnaround, something like that. So just open this up. And like I said, I don't remember what's in here. However, I do remember that there's one. I think there's 4 plants total. One of them is a Philodendron Jose Buono. And that is how I found Gabriella Plants, because I was looking for a Jose Buono. $25 is what I found this one for, and I believe in a 4-inch pot. And I know $25 for a 4-inch, plant is kind of on the higher end of things, but for a Philodendron Jose Buono, that's very cheap. Especially, like I said, a few years ago when there were hundreds of dollars. So let's open it up. Sorry if that scared you. This is kind of a big knife. It's intimidating, but it's sharp. And it opens up packages pretty well. All right. Aww, that's so sweet. Look at that. Gabriella Plants. Smile. Your plant has arrived home from our greenhouse to your house. Oh, so special. Okay. And, wow, I can already tell these are packaged up really nicely. So here's the packaging list, along with a few little other things, but let's check it out. Okay, so yeah, Philodendron Jose Buono in a 4-inch pot. We've got a 4-inch Alocasia Bambino, the great Bambino.
I'm the great Bambino. What?
4-inch Alocasia Black Velvet, and okay, I totally screwed up the pronunciation of this last time, so let me get this right. An Aglaonema, I think I was calling it Aglaomena or something like that. Aglaonema Garnet Coltrane in a 4-inch pot. I kind of forgot what that looks like, but I think it's going to be cool. So let's go and take a look and see what we got here. So we've got a little card here, just telling you, I don't know, what to expect, I guess, in the package about returns and all sorts of things. Your order contains a story. Aw, doesn't every order? Hey, amateur planter from the future here. Please excuse my ignorance. This is actually pretty cool. There's these story stakes that come with a couple of plants that are in this order, and the story stakes have a QR code. If you scan the QR code, it brings you to a part of Gabriella Plant's website that tells you a little bit of information about the plant. For example, who planted it, when it was planted, the soil I believe that was used, and the origin of the plant itself. So, as well as some care tips. So it's actually a pretty cool feature. But no, I mean, this is sweet. This is cute. Oh yeah, look at this. They've got a little story on the back. I'll read that later. And then right here, a little thank you, packed and shipped by Sarah. Thank you, Sarah. But yeah, it says, thank you for supporting our family business. It means a lot to us. So they're definitely a small family business. All right, so first off, It's kind of nice to actually have this labeled. So let me just pull these out here. We'll take a look. So we've got got a little bit of soil leaking out, but that's okay. Here's the Philodendron Jose Buono. We've got the Alocasia Black Velvet. We've got the Alocasia Bambino right here. Last but not least, the Aglaonema Garnet Coltrane. I hope I'm saying that correctly. But yeah, here's the 4 plants. So, and that's it in the box right there. Nothing else. And these are all wrapped up really nicely. I'm going to save the Jose Buono for last. Let's get to this Aglaonema right here. Pull out the knife again. Got a little tape. And then unfurl it. There we go. Wow. This is big. That's what she said. Okay, I'm going to stop it with the... Yeah, this is really nice packaging so far, I definitely got to say. I've received plants like this before in this kind of a wrap right here, and I just really like this kind of a wrap because it's really easy just to tear it open and get your plant out without damaging anything. You know, for example, I've done a Orange Lake Nursery unboxing, and all of their plants are just kind of wrapped up with paper. It's all taped up really well, but it's also very difficult to get them all out. And then even though, as you can see, I mean, they do a pretty good job of packaging, you know, with the this foam stuff right here, but there's clearly a lot of soil that seems to have made it out. Let's see here, there's a rubber band in there. Let's get these rubber bands out. I mean, already though, look at the size of this Aglaonema. This thing is enormous for just a 4-inch pot. This is actually one of the bigger 4-inch pot plants that I've received. Usually they're kind of tiny, but this one probably needs to be repotted actually pretty soon. So we'll do that later, but for now, let's check it out. It looks good. Definitely needs to be cleaned up a little bit, but that's understandable. All the leaves look really nice. This leaf looks a little messed up, but that's okay. That's one of the older leaves. These top leaves especially right here all look beautiful. Look at those colors. So that right there is the Aglaonema, what is it, the Coltrane? Garnet Coltrane. So, very cool. Alright, let's set this aside real quick. We'll go ahead and get to the Alocasia Black Velvet here. Unfurl this one. And this one again is also really big. So you know, already I could just say I'm really liking Gabriella Plants. They do a great job, not only with packaging, but sending you plants that are pretty mature for you know, the size for a 4-inch pot. So yeah, it's looking pretty good. Wow. This black velvet. I mean, it's pretty much exactly what it says, or you know what the name is. I can see we got some dead leaves down in here, but I think those are like the flowers, which I was probably going to cut off anyways. But I can see a little bit of new growth shooting out right there. So it looks like a very healthy plant, despite just a little bit of dead stuff right there in the middle. I think that it's, especially with just a week or so of time, it'll probably start growing pretty normally. Just gonna take off this foamy stuff. Okay. Yeah, it looks very nice. So when I repot this, I'm probably gonna go ahead and maybe stick it into a self-watering pot. I'm not really too sure. Alocasias like to have moist soil, so you know, putting them in something like a self-watering pot is kind of ideal. So that's probably what I'll do. But Yeah, these leaves are pretty cool looking. They're thick and they're really dark. And I don't know if the camera's really picking up how dark they are. It's not exactly black. It is called black velvet, right? It is called a black velvet. But you're not really going to find black plants, obviously. But you are going to find very dark green plants. And this is a very dark green, accented pretty nicely by the veins. It's like kind of light green, almost like a white sort of vein going through the leaf. But it also has like a very velvety sort of feel to it. So that's pretty cool. There. Stick that one right over there. Drink a little more coffee here. Great Bambino right here.
The Sultan of Swat. The King of Crash. The Colossus of Clout. The Colossus of Clout.
Let's open this baby up. It's another Alocasia. I mean, so far, like I said, I'm not exactly sure how long they spent in shipment, but they all look great. Wow, this one looks really cool. I can't wait to show you guys. This one so far is actually maybe one of my faves, because check that out. Look at these leaves. This is also a very dark leaf with sort of that really cool contrast with like the white sort of veins, the light green, almost white veins. Get these rubber bands off of here. I like this packaging a lot. I gotta say, this is like some of my favorite packaging. Even though some of the soil did sort of leak out, it's kept most of it intact. And keeps everything nice and snug while in shipping. And I don't have any like dead leaves falling off or anything like that. This all looks great. Really nice chunky soil. Look at that big old chunk of soil right there. It's like some orchid bark. I'm not really too sure. It's not exactly the chunkiest soil, I will say. I'm going to repot this stuff and use probably an aeroid mix or something like that. But, or at least the chunkier soil for sure. But yeah, look at this one. This one's looking pretty. It doesn't have like the velvety texture like this one does, but it has a really sleek and smooth texture. It's a thinner leaf. This one's really thick actually, but this one has a cool shape to it. Really unique. And look at that. We got a little baby leaf right there poking out right there. But yeah, look at all these leaves. There are tons of leaves on this one. So there's that. All right, now Philodendron Jose Buono. The whole reason that I made this order in the first place. Of course, whenever you place an order, you gotta make it worth it because of the shipping. Shipping's like $15 or something. So I always like to order as many plants as possible. And obviously this is actually sort of a smaller order compared to what I'm used to. I mean, sometimes, I think I've done like 6, 7 plants at a time. So this one with only 4 plants is not exactly the largest order, but all of these plants are definitely, I would say, probably the largest 4-inch pot plants that I've received. So I'm really digging this. All right, there she is. Look at that. Oh, that is so cool. We've got a total, I don't know, I mean, I guess those are called half moons. I'm not really too sure, but half of the leaf is all white. I know that's not, good for the plant, so to say, but it's good for the eyes. It's good for the appeal, I should say. Get this foam out of here. Oh yeah. Tons of aerial roots coming out the wazoo. Get one there and there. When I repot this, I'm going to bury these aerial roots down into the soil. There's another one back here. Another one down in there. But all in all, it's very healthy. It looks really good. Some of the variegation is just, it's all green like that. But this leaf right here, that is a cool leaf. That is really cool. I can't wait to see this plant get nice and mature and nice and big, because you'll have a lot more variegation like this, I believe. So you are a beautiful young lady. Okay, so let's go ahead, check these out real quick, do a little bit, some close-ups. All right, so the Philodendron Jose Buono right here. It's got some really nice variegation. Here's some close-ups right here. Look at that leaf. That is a cool looking leaf. And then the rest of them are all mostly just green like that, but still with really nice variegation, really cool speckling and stuff like that. Yeah, look at that leaf right there. Really beautiful. So that right there is going to make a beautiful looking plant. The Alocasia Black Velvet right here. I wish y'all could feel this, but it's got a very sort of velvety feel to it. I mean, you can hear it. You hear that? That's the sound of black velvet. So, but yeah, I mean, it's got some really cool sort of textures, really cool colors as well. And every leaf actually looks pretty darn good. And look at this stalk right here too. This thing is thick. That's a thick ass bolt. Sorry. Okay, so the Aglaonema. It's a hard word for me to say. Look, I mean, this variegation is so cool. It looks very similar to, say, I'm sorry, I think it's focusing on my face. Don't focus on my face. Yeah, look at that variegation. It's just beautiful. Look at those colors. Really pink leaves and petioles. Just a little bit of older growth. I'm just kind of peeling off there. But all in all, those leaves look extremely healthy. And last but not least, the great Bambino.
You keep telling me that. Who is she? What?
There he is. And I'd say this one really knocked it out of the park. Pun definitely intended. Look how shiny that is. See that leaf right here? Super shiny. Because this is a sleek leaf. Yeah, or plant, I should say. All the leaves are very sleek. There's one that has a little bit of, weird growth to it right here. But that's really no big deal. Because the rest of them all look great. Absolutely beautiful plant. So, there you go. That right there is Gabriella Plants. But yeah, I think they're going to grow to be really nice, healthy, mature plants. And I just can't wait to see them grow up before my eyes. So, that's actually going to be about it. I just want to do a quick video real fast. I just got home from work. And I saw this sitting on my doorstep. And I did not receive an email when it was shipped out. So I honestly was about to contact Gabriella Plants and be like, hey, where are my plants? But here they are. They were in the mail all along. Oh, by the way, there are some codes I used. I can't remember. Let's just take a look at what everything cost real fast. Yeah, so the code is 4 plants. And I believe it was like 10% off. Maybe 15%. I don't know. I can't remember. Can't do the math right now. But, so basically the Philodendron Jose Buono was $25. And then the Alocasia Bambino right here was $13. I mean, that's awesome. $13 for this? Like, are you kidding me? That's amazing. This Alocasia Black Velvet was also $13. Again, amazing for $13. And this Aglaonema right here, the Garnet Coltrane, was $15. So, and then again, there was that discount. So I got about $10 off for the discount. It's a very good value. Very good value for sure. I mean, to get these really cool, semi-rare plants that you definitely would not see at a big box store, or really even maybe your local store, or local nursery, I should say. As a matter of fact, something like this at my local nursery, the one that I like to go to, this Jose Buono, even though it's in a 4-inch pot, they would have charged like $80 for this, I'm pretty sure. So it's really nice to get something like that for just $25, plus the discount. The shipping was $14, so you can just, what is that, divide by 4, so it's about $3.50 per plant. So yeah, again, under $30 total. I got this baby right here. Again, I keep forgetting about the discount. So it was probably right at like $25 because the discount took off about $2.50 ish. So yeah, like $26 right here for this. Anyways, that's my quick maths. Yeah, I guess that's about it. Just wanted to do a really quick video. I just got home from work and I saw this on my doorstep. I was not exactly sure when these were going to come in. I thought that Gabriella Plants had actually forgotten about me because there was no email stating that they had shipped. So I'm just really excited to see them now in person instead of on the internet where I placed the order. And you never know what's going to happen when you just send money out into the interwebs. But this time, I think money was well spent. So that's going to be about it. Gabriella Plants, I just want to say thank you. Sarah, thank you for the good packaging. And that's about it. I'll see you in the next video. Thanks for watching.